Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Monday night live stream. We are live tonight. Uh, I was going to do it last night, but yeah, time change, and we wake up early Sunday. Um, that's yeah. Or we normally wake up early Sunday, and then um, with that time change, it was like an extra hour, and like as it was getting closer to time, I was like, oh my god, like I couldn't like even focus, and I'm like, I don't think I can do the stream. So we'll do it Monday. So here we are. Welcome in to Cobra Kai, the watch party. I said welcome to Cobra Kai. Even I'm thrown off a little bit. Welcome back to another watch party. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Nice to see. For those who remember, Peter, creator of Cobra Kai Companion and several other excellent podcasts. Joining us. I guess it's been a week. Some of the deleted scenes and stuff have come out, and I actually haven't watched many of them. I watched a couple on Instagram. I didn't get the DVD because I was like, I haven't bought it the past couple of years. I was like, oh, trying like to cut back. But we'll see. Can't believe it's been over a year since the show ended. Yes. Yeah, it has. Actually, we're coming up on a year and a month even. I would say that the biggest question is, we were hoping at this point we would have more word on the spinoff. Even if like it was still in the distance, like, because sometimes they, you can get a deal or something going, but it's still like a year and a half out, 2 years out. But that hasn't happened yet. So, a lot of news from Counterbalance. They got a lot of projects working. Good for them. But yeah, the Cobra Kai spinoff, the Miyagi spinoff, Miyagi-Do. Not sure. Hope marriage life has been well. It has. It has. We're actually, it's crazy. We're coming up almost to 1 year. And it's interesting. Wife party and I have been, we're talking like I don't want to say like it's dull or so, but like a year ago now, right? Like a year ago. I mean, yeah, Cobra Kai had just ended, but like wife party and I, like almost every night, like we were just sitting on the couch and talking about something about the wedding, something about this, that, for a lot of it, and planning the honeymoon. And she said to me, like she misses like planning the honeymoon. You know what I mean? She really misses planning the honeymoon. That good time we had together. And and it's weird because it's just like stuff like that is fun. Like it is. It gives you're working on something together, like, and you're both doing it. So we don't quite have that now. We're not planning, although she said to me, let's plan, she wants to go back. Plan another trip. I told her, I mean, do we want to go somewhere else? But yeah. But so it's that different phase, where, like I said, like, yeah, I mean, a year ago, every day was just constant preparation. Like we were getting our invitations out, like I think it was about a year ago now, and all that. So now we've like settled in to what we're doing, and trying to look maybe for more long term. Although wife party said she wants to. So here, I'll tell you just straight up. Like we did this on one of the last days where you float down a river. We were in Fiji, and you float, like you just put on like a life vest, right? Because like the tide comes in or something, and you just float down the river for like an hour and a half, however long it is. I don't remember. Um, and it's just this like cool, relaxing. You're in this like nice, beautiful area, and you're just like floating down the river. Um, and it's pretty. And so wife party, she was at work. It was like a couple days ago or something, and she like texted me. She's like, I want to float down a river again. Plan a trip for us." She told me that to plan a trip where she could float down the river. Um, so good stuff. Good stuff. It's like, oh man. So I was wife party, yeah. So she wants to float down a river, and he talks about baby party. Not but well, I'll let you know, Zaddy, when baby party shows up. See, yeah, the deleted scenes. Everyone said they're great. Hey, Nessa Canes. I got the DVD and Blu-ray versions of the show. It's great. Oh, did you get the season 1 through 6? That was the Blu-ray, right? I know Peter's got delayed. Did those get shipped out? But thank you, John. Long time channel supporter and huge Cobra Kai fan. You didn't want to purchase the DVD, yeah. You have seasons 1 through 3. I have seasons 1 through 3 on DVD as well. Why haven't they gone back? Max Kelly, you're still on this. It's been a year, dude. You've been petitioning for it and tagging them. Well, here's what you really need to do. I'm gonna give you the lowdown, Max. Probably come up with $20 million. Come up to $20 million. You can go to them and you can go to Sony and say, look, I'm gonna pay for this myself. You guys rewrite it, reshoot it. Here's 20 million. You may need 30. You may need 30 million. But maybe you can get a couple weeks of shooting out of them and they can do it. That's what they need you to do, man. Like you can't post on Twitter, an X and just tag them. You gotta show up with the cash. Remember Jerry Maguire? Did you see Jerry Maguire? What did Cuba Gooding Jr. won an Academy Award, right? Best Supporting Actor, if I recall correctly. But it was all about show me the money, man. Show me the money. Show me the money. That's what you got to do. That's what they're saying back to you. Max Kelly, show me the money. $20 million. That's what it's going to cost you to get everyone back for your thing. So show them the money, and that's what you got to do. Take her to the local racing. There is one, I think. She should still be there. A couple hours away where my family lives. Surely they would have seen you. Give the man a few years. Mine's delayed. Amy got hers and shared a couple clips of commentary. She says commentary is worth the Blu-ray set. Whoa. Oh, I need to check. Instagram is so stupid. I assume you're saying she shared it on Instagram. Like you if you open up Instagram these days, I don't know about the rest of you. If I open up Instagram, I don't even see the people I follow. Like I open up, like in fact, you, Peter, I saw it was like maybe it was yesterday or something. Like I'm scrolling and there's like some cool like posts, Cobra Kai companion posts, and I'm looking and it was like posted a day ago, 2 days ago. And it's like I see your posts a couple days after they happen. I don't even. Instagram is so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't mean to like rant, but like I've been falling out of. At first, I really liked Instagram when I first started it. 6.5 years ago. I was kind of like, this is actually kind of good. I like it. And I was actually going to incorporate it a lot with like my channel and everything. But like I don't know now it's like I just said, you don't even see who you follow, like posts from people that you would want to see, I follow Cobra Kai Companion, of course. Like I see it like 2 days later or something, and it's like, what the hell? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I also follow Amy, so I will have to go back and look at that. I got both the DVD Blu-rays came 2 days late. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Shipping was way. It's like 132. It is a lot. Although those audio commentaries have me thinking. Show me the money, just like Jerry Maguire. Yep. International DVD. I don't know what you're about that. It's possible it's coming out overseas, but some people already have it in America. Is the scene where Martin Cope grabs the magazine, hinting at Crease's survival in the deleted scenes? I don't know. That one they put on Twitter, like they posted that. You don't even have your page, John? Yeah. I don't post much anymore. I do log in and I look at other people's posts and maybe occasionally comment and stuff. But I've just I just like lost the drive. And I think there was always like a lot of bots. There was real interaction too, but it was always so weird for me. Like when I first hit 5,000 subs or followers, I was like, okay, great. And then it was like constantly falling back below, and it was like, and then I get there again, and then I'd fall back below, and it's like, oh my god, um, I don't know. Yeah, they Instagram like lost me. Has anyone else's DVD or Blu-ray gotten delayed? Peters has, and a few other people, I guess, of varying amounts. Some people more than others, but yeah, the DVD is making a little bit of a wave through the fandom, which is a good thing. I'm gonna have to maybe later tonight. I'm gonna look. Maybe we'll watch them. Maybe I'll watch them together with Life Party. Okay. El Politzotsor. Thank you for coming in. I don't recognize you, but thank you for coming in, El. Are you satisfied with Kreese's death, or do you want him to be there when Cobra Kai won? Um, I let me put it this way. I think in a way, Kreese is satisfied with his death. Like he knew Silver was up to no good and was going to threaten Johnny, and he was going to defend Johnny. And in a way, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to at least go out doing the right thing, and he was gonna save Johnny or defend Johnny and stop Silver's madness. And in a way, so you say, would you like him? He was there when Cobra Kai won, but like John Kreese, he always believed in Johnny. Johnny was his best student. Like so, in Kreese's mind, he knew Johnny was going to win. He didn't have to be there. All he had to do was stop Silver from doing something to wreck it. Um, that's Kreese. So I would say I'm satisfied. Like I think it's there. I think I'm satisfied. I think even Kreese was satisfied. I was right about the connection with Miyagi-Do and Kung Fu, which mirrors real life chosen Miyagi and White Crane, but was disappointed they didn't elaborate in the new movie. Okay, so yeah, the reason they didn't elaborate in the movie is because they were just making shit up to tie everything together. Um it's not like this is something you could have predicted. Like it wasn't like this is something they were planning all along, either via like the 2010 Karate Kid or even Robert Mark Kamen way back when he was first creating it. Like it was just what's his name, and Whistle, the director, and whoever wrote that thing, they just kind of like made up stuff to tie it all together because why the hell not? They were getting paid money to, you know. Sony, the head of Sony was all like, "We're gonna tap everything, whatever." Was I ever a Pokemon fan? No, I was not. I was kind of Pokemon was a little after me. Like, and I like no Pokemon. Like the Pokemon card game. I played a little Magic the Gathering. It was a long time ago. But like the Pokemon card game came after that, a TV show. So I never played it. The video games, any of them. I remember when Pokemon Go or whatever the heck it was, people were walking around with their Pokemon thing. It was like so big. um, no. Speculation that Netflix would try to buy or partner with Sony since they lost Paramount. Can you imagine Netflix control of Columbia Pictures library? I don't know. I don't think that deal's on the table. As far as I know, I don't think Sony's looking for a buyer. Um, Other situations were different. Warner Brothers, I think, had like a lot of debt. They'd just been taking on debt like 50 billion or something. And I think Warner Brothers kind of bet everything on the rebooted DC universe. Um, but what can you say? Superman saves a squirrel, and everyone's just like, huh? And like, it's just like, and I kind of like the Superman movie. Like it wasn't the greatest, but I did enjoy it as a Superman movie. But ultimately, it just didn't, hit the numbers they really needed. And with all that debt, like that's weighing them down, they basically needed a buyer to come in. So that's all to say. I don't think there's anything going on between Sony and Netflix. Because I don't think Sony's like in that position. They're Sony's found whatever groove where they're just licensing material, and they seem to be doing well with that. Crease's death was meant to be. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, I agree. Where else has the season 6 DVD not released? I'm not sure. Deleted scene between Axel and Sam. Yeah, someone actually just let me a comment about that. Pokemon was after you, more like no. Come on, man. What is your opinion of it? Welcome to Derry. Oh, is that the TV show off of it? Or it's like the prequel to it, isn't it? I haven't seen it. Yeah, I've heard of it. Um it is a book I've been meaning to read. I didn't. I read The Stand instead. I was briefly on a Stephen King kick a number of years ago. It was a long time ago now, but I never read it. My cousin liked it, and many have said it's like one of his best. But yeah, as far as it, this particular like prequel show, I don't really know anything about it. Fortunately, I can't. If Netflix takes over, that basically means Silicon Valley is taking over the world. Um, well, They want to. They've been wanting to. See, the problem is the boomers, as we were talking about boomers, but like the actual boomers, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates specifically, who were the actual boomers, they had dreams of like changing the world. Steve Jobs said literally as much. You want to change the world with me? He thought like they just bring this great stuff in and change the world, and they did. Um, for whatever it's worth. Subsequent generations, specifically when you get the younger millennials or whatever, they saw all this like wealth and power and thought, hey, let's use this to make our perfect world. Um, they basically were wanted to ride the waves created to institute their will, which is where so much like censorship and all this stuff has just, the past 10 plus years, um really bad stuff. Well, really bad, but like it's just the freedom being pulled back. um that's the that's so that's all to say, yes, Silicon Valley wanted to take over the world, not succeeding. Most real martial arts practitioners thought connection was planted by Kennen originally because all the real close, not only Goju Ryu, but well, I mean, yes, like he obviously based a lot of it on you know as much of the real history, like that was always intended. So, but like but in terms of like um the 2010 Karate Kid movie, Jackie Chan and stuff, that's just kind of ridiculous. Um, you haven't seen any deleted scenes. People have posted them. What if they made a subplot where Carmen sleeps with Wolf and Wolf says up for seconds? What? Carmen literally just had a baby. And you think like a lot of women, it's hard for them to have sex right after they have a baby. Um, you know, but you think not only is she gonna do it, she's gonna do it with Wolf. No, I don't think that subplot would fly. I don't think so. You never forgive the writers for not giving Dutch any closer. Here, dude. Listen, they invited Dutch back in season 2. And in fact, I think the original idea was always um Dutch was gonna have been like let out of prison early or something. Um yeah, what Chad McQueen declined. He didn't want to do it, whatever. It's fine. He even made a post, or his daughter made a post on his behalf. Oh, I don't want to do it. Or he won't be appearing in the show. Um as time went on and the show got more popular, he kind of changed his mind. Um and I think his health wasn't the best either. Um and it's kind of like, you know what? Like this is kind of something I'm really known for. Maybe I should, right? Like you know what? I kind of owe it. Like this is like, maybe he didn't have the best time in Hollywood. I don't fully know, but like, he definitely wanted to go back. Um and I said his health went down and he couldn't do it. And he ended up, dying, unfortunately. It's sad, but you can't blame the writers on that. Like you can't blame the writers. Like he didn't do it. Like I mean, like they couldn't do anything. He did what he could, right? And then sometimes life gets in the way, and we have to accept that. Season 6 has the best deleted scenes, which just kept more scenes. Um, yeah, they were running up against like time, I think. 2000 present is scary. 2015. Yeah. Who here hasn't bought the DVD? I have not yet bought it. Karate Kid is the comfiest entry. Fair point. I'm never gonna forgive the writers for overhyping Sakate. To do something big, then we got a small arena. It's underwhelming. To be fair, it's Netflix's fault though. Yes, it is Netflix's fault. They got a budget and that's what they spent. Hayden was even here because he was in the comments on his stream. And he even said, "Yeah, we would have liked to have bigger, but we only have so much money." So they made it work. John with a very generous donation. Thank you very much, John. They're working on the big three are working on Knight Rider film. There's a channel called what is it? Month Rider Historians. I'm a member. They own multiple kit cars. Oh wow! And restoring the screen used 18 wheel on. Oh, the 18 wheeler, the one they used on screen. You should check it out. I will. I'm assuming you misspelled something there. Is it like, is it just writer historians or like month writer historians or something? Is that, um, I'll send it to, I know another guy who's a Knight Rider fan, T Flex Champ. I'll send it to him too. I'll find it. Oh, well, here, let me search. I'm going to search on my phone real quick. Sorry, guys. Writer historian. Oh, Knight Rider. Is that what it's supposed to be? Knight Rider historians. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the channel he's talking about, it's called Knight Rider Historians. Knight obviously spelled with a K-N, like the show. So it's Knight Rider Historians. Cool stuff. Thank you very much for that contribution, John. If they do a Young Miyagi series that I've heard is in the works, I hope they haven't gone to Taiwan to study like the real Miyagi. Um, well, maybe we'll have to see. We just, yeah, that Young Miyagi series. It seems like that would be the thing, but we don't know what's going to come of it. What do they have in mind? Right? That's the one thing we don't know. What do they have in mind? Like people ask me, and I say, well, maybe something like post World War II Miyagi, like we're talking like late 40s, early 50s, like the foundation of the boxing gym and everything. Um, that could be something. Like that's the first thing I think, but I don't know what they're thinking. Should have given Cobra Kai a bigger budget. Well, here's the thing. And this is the hard to admit part. They did. They did give Cobra Kai a bigger budget. Well, what happened? Well, the money was all going to the actors. People get expensive. They sign on for that 1 year. Everyone wants a little bit more money. It's like, okay, I've given you like this. This is like kind of part of the deal. Like, we didn't make a whole lot seasons 1 and 2 and even 3. So for these last couple seasons, everyone, wants a little bit more money. And they usually, they go along with it as kind of like it's sort of like the deal. Like, you don't get paid a lot up front, but if the show is successful and goes on, people will make a little bit more um for like the last season or so. Well, I don't know any of the numbers. I actually suspect season 6 budget was very large, but you know, everyone, most of the cast, including the your two stars, Ralph and Billy, were probably fairly well paid. So that's where the money was going. Maybe a little more for the writers too. Nah, they're not gonna pay the writers more. They're not worth it. Oh man. Chad McQueen seemed like a good guy, as far as I know. Yeah. Um, there's a podcast all about Steve McQueen. Oh man, I wish I forgot what it's called. But there's a podcast about Steve McQueen. Um, oh, Speeding Bullet. Yeah. Maybe he finally ended 106 episodes. But if you look up Speeding Bullet, Bullet spelled Bullitt, whole podcast on C. McQueen. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Yeah, Chad couldn't come back in season 2. Even though the finale is a 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, I think the last 5 and certainly the last 3 are all really good. Whew. Good stuff. I don't see how they include them with archive footage or use AI. They're not going to do that. It's just it wasn't right. What they did was the best thing. It's called Night Rider Historians. Yeah, my that's just up super chats. Okay, yeah, Night Rider Historians. Check it out. You don't like Young Miyagi series? Sounds the worst. I think it has the biggest draw though, because people will tune in to see Miyagi. I need a Robbie spinoff where he actually wins a tournament. Oh boy, that'll be a long time. Long time no see. God blessing you. Thank you. Deleted scenes. Yeah, I've seen some. If they really wanted Chad McQueen on the show, then surely would have offered. He's unable to return himself. It's not the way to do it. I think it's fine. We had what we had. Axel is the Manjin Buu. I don't even know that reference. Miyagi-Do is circular like Kung Fu, not linear, all like karate. All of us Kung Fu guys have always been super excited to see that Chinese connection. Yes. More deaths in Cobra Kai than Stranger Things season 5. Yeah. Yeah. The only one died in Stranger Things was, well, Callie. She was like brought back. Well, Elle, if you're going to count her. If you think she died, I say she died. You ever watch Sholo and Jacob's podcast? I mean, I did back when the show was going on. If they're still going, I haven't checked up with them recently. So yeah, I haven't followed them recently. Writing fan, yeah, go ahead and post both. Post it to an archive of our own. I guess share your fanfic. Any chance Zapka could pull off a Cobra Kai style Shoot Fighters sequel series? I think Zapka could pull off a lot, so I'll just say that. Zapka maybe. So maybe, yeah, why not? Robbie spinoff where he's a badass rival would be cool. His rival would be like Virgil from DMC, personality wise. Sam's best seasons were 3 and 4. I loved her PTSD arc in 3, and Eagle Fang era in season 4 was great. hate how they made her a side character in season 6. Well, yeah. I still think one of the worst episodes though was um that episode by oh shit, what was her name? I forget. The writer wasn't very good. Um um oh my god. The episode where she's going through all that. It's episode 7. She dreams of Tori and her shit. Um but like I don't think it's well written. I made a whole video on it and everyone said you just hate Sam, but like I still like to this day um oh, yeah, Obstaculus. Jennifer Kilota. That's who wrote it. Jennifer Kilota. Obstaculus. Like it's not like a well written episode. I think that could have been done so much better. Anyway. And you know the thing about Sam and Eagle Fang is it like if you really look at season 4, if you think about it, like Devin's storyline, Devin in season 4 is kind of like the second half of Sam's storyline. Think of like Devin when she joins the dojo and everything. And it's kind of like, doesn't it seem like this should be Sam? Like 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 Johnny and Sam have these bonding moments. And then like Sam is kind of gone and then Devin enters, like, and it's all the same thing. And she's like pressing, and now Johnny's bonding with Devin. And it's like Devin's storyline in season 4 is actually the second half of Sam's storyline. It's like there was one storyline of like the new girl training with Eagle Fang, training with Johnny, but it got split between two different characters. Like think of it like that. And I'm telling you, I don't know. It's unfortunate, but I just think it could have been better. I haven't watched all the deleted scenes. You watched Tron? I haven't. They could have even done a scene of Johnny being on the phone with Dutch, hearing he got out of prison. I mean, it's just so if you look around up mail, like you'll see everyone's talking about, wow, there were so many deleted scenes. They should have left some in. like they were hurting for time. Like there wasn't even room for all the scenes they had. So you didn't have time for even more scenes. Majin final villain of Dragon Ball Z. He was split between a good and evil. Boy, it relates to budgets. The economics are a whole lot different. There are no filler episodes in script and streaming era. That's true. That's true. I also think actors probably want a little bit more because when he used to do 24 episodes, like 22, 24 episodes, like you had something guaranteed. But if you only do 8 or 10 or even 8 episodes, like, well, that's a lot less. Matt Moore is here. Matt, thank you for coming on in. At least Cobra Kai season 6 is better than Stranger Things season 5. Yes. Yeah. I like Stranger Things. I'm not quite as hater as everyone else, although I agree with a lot of the criticism. But I do think like Stranger Things hit somewhat of an emotionally satisfying ending, even if it was like the bittersweet ending that I talked about in my review. Um, it worked. I mean, it's an ending. Maybe it's not your favorite ending, and maybe there's a lot of things that's like what happened, but But yeah, but Cobra Kai is definitely better. It's the greatest show ever made in history. I would put it up there. I remember I was talking to my brother-in-law. What did he say? Did he say Breaking Bad? I think he did, or something. He laughed. He watched Cobra Kai too with his kids. Um, they all enjoyed it, but um, I told him I thought it was like one of the top or my favorite ever, and he was like, come on, like, don't you like Breaking Bad or something? Juan's death is the worst scene of the show. I disagree. Watched Night of the Seven Kings. Thought it was a good, satisfying miniseries. Yes, I agree with that. The advantage is it's like a novella, right? It's almost like a short story from George R. R. Martin. I mean, it was. It's so you can just adapt it. It's short. It's sweet. Um, has good beginning, middle, and end. It's a little heroic and make you feel good. So yeah. Peace out. Gotta go practice. Delayed it just to listen to you. Thank you, Sunny Station. Stunny Satan. Good luck with your training. Keep punching. Remember, no mercy. Cobra Kai hasn't been the best with managing timelines. Miyagi Grave. Flashback. Well, yeah. I mean, that's unfortunate. You're right. Well, Johnny's mother's grave was a mess up too. I still get comments from, "Hey, did you notice they messed that up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we all like." I caught it the very first time I watched it. I was like, "That date is wrong." Oops. Power Rangers in space. Okay, you're going out there, dude. Like, I know the Sopranos have like people will swear by it forever. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah, people will swear by that forever. My sister's one of them. Batman the Animated Series, I think it was really good. I always thought it was a little bit overrated, but like it definitely was good. Compared to anything else. Power Rangers in space, you're losing me, man. Real nervous about a whole series to not follow timeline. Yeah, it's just hard because prop department or set department they're making something and they just like not everyone is like so clear on stuff and it gets overlooked and they messed up how old Daniel is. they, they, they remember in season 3 he's like, I'm almost the same age Mr. Miyagi was and I'm so lost or something. He said that to Kumiko and he was off by like 10 years. They confused Ralph's age with Daniel's age because Ralph is much older than Daniel. Has been from the beginning. So yeah. Sunny super sticker. Thank you. Do you agree they're lazy? No, I don't agree with that, Max Kelly, or any of the stuff you're saying. Devin's character low key ruined everything. Johnny bonds with her more than his two sons. Well, I don't know if I would go that far, but yeah, that was something that happened there in season 4. Anyway, season 1, Sam was intended to be the villain, the Johnny, the inverse of Karate Kid. When they're successful enough to get Kreese and others they pivoted. Well, they had Kreese in season 1 and ended with season 1. Like Martin Cove wanted to come back from the beginning. He wanted to be in it more. It's not like they were successful enough to get Kreese. No, I think season 1 Sam was intended to be Um, like the smart nerdy girl who's trying to hang out with the popular kids and find like new friends and be with the popular girls, but that takes her on a path. John Josh and Hayden were burnt out after the first few seasons. I don't think so. No deleted scene of Kreese walking. Maybe Kreese didn't walk out of the water. Number not Cobra Kai related at all, but did you see the recent controversy with Timothy Chalamet, or how he spells his name, about the comments he made on that talk show with Matthew McConaughey? I don't know what you're referring to. I must not have, because I don't remember Matthew McConaughey in anything. Um, where are the DVDs for Stranger Things? I don't think Netflix releases them for their own shows. You got to get Netflix, but they have like many special features and stuff. Is Stranger Things ending really that bad? I haven't seen the show ever. My mom is an says kid as an A, and like the ending. No, I think people are a little bit overly harsh. If you watch my review, I mean, well, I think there's some criticisms to be leveled. It still ultimately it hits like an emotional ending. It's kind of bittersweet. Um, hits sort of a nostalgia feeling. Um, maybe it's not the perfect ending everyone wanted for the characters, but it is like an acceptable ending. That hits certain feels. T Flex Champ. T Flex Champ is here. Guys, if you need training, you go to T Flex Champ. He's also sells supplements, meal replacement things. Look him up on Instagram and TikTok. Um, he can help you out, guys. Got to get more bodybuilding and stuff in. Hey, OG Sonic. Hello. You saw Axel, I thought Terminator. Yeah, he definitely seemed like based on Drago. A little bit. Why did they cut so much footage to season 6? Probably because of runtime. Hard gaps of what it needs to be. So Max Levinson, solid scenes. Sam and Axel, why Sam is not fighting more. Axel was not happy with her. Yeah. It kind of hurt him too, because it gave Cobra Kai a chance. He wanted to win. Question about Stranger Things. Shouldn't the upside down wormhole outside be the reddish mountain hellscape where Henry got electrocuted? I don't think so. I think at some point Henry was in the other world. Axel eat chocolate. Barcelona Axel was terrifying. I was actually worried for Robbie when he first fought him in 6'10". It's sad that part 3 put that away from Axel. Actually, this fight with Miguel. I think he was a machine, but he wasn't unbeatable. I think that was the point. Remember how Lucille felt about Johnny? I think she would have reacted to Silver at that level 100 times. Yes. Yeah, for sure. Does it bother you that in the young Miyagi era, the Sakai Takai had adults like Miyagi, but in modern times it's all teens? So in Hayden actually specified this, that there's two divisions, because they talk about there's like two Sakai Taikais. There's like the junior division and adult division. And they're still like in the junior division, I guess. So there's two forms every other year or something. When they first released photos of season 4, I theorized Kenny was going to be Clubber Lang's son, who gets bullied for his stinky feet. Clubber Lang. That's a deep cut. Stranger Things ending was good, but not like amazing or anything. I mean, that's one way to put it. Yeah. Never forgive the writers for bringing back any Karate Kid characters to create a story other than Johnny, Daniel, and Silver. Like, why wouldn't they show him with other characters? For not bringing back any Karate Kid other than Johnny. Well, they brought back Johnny's friends. I don't know what you're saying. Oop, male. Bodybuilding makes me want meat. Yep. You're welcome, T-Flex Champ. They constantly went back and forth on his relationships with just Johnny and explaining it. They already explained a million times. It felt rushed. Yeah, unfortunately, it was a half-hour show, so there's only so much they can do. It's only so long they can make it. How does Silver view Master Kim in season 6? Since him and Kreese both want to spread his teachings at core, kind of expected them to explore that. I don't know. It's unclear if he even knows Master Kim is still alive. So, but it was always like Silver was still pushing Cobra Kai with a different blend, different coat of paint, so to speak, which is what Iron Dragons was. And Axel been played by Marshall. It might have helped. It's clear. It's clear when it's actually a martial artist and not, like Zara. Shamoon's theory was that part 3 would have them both fight to the death in Korea, repped by Master Kim. It would end with them both killing each other. Not a bad theory. Doesn't see how Silver gets to Korea, but why not? Kind of a cool idea, but kind of story wise, it's hard to make work. But what we got instead of that is like what I was talking about earlier, where Kreese kind of like sacrifices himself to defend Johnny. So it's a little bit more of an arc and journey for Kreese. The one thing that made us is Gunther leading all Valley board. I get Ron not being there, but Gunther. Well, he was there for the Sakai Takai, and as the alpha man, he just took charge. As the East German, he's just not sitting around. He's going to take charge. You didn't answer my question as to why they constantly just explored Kreese's relationship with just Johnny. I know it's your alt account, right? Because you want to use your alt account. Okay, the answer to your question is because Johnny's the main character, and none of the other students were. Rank the top 5 Miyagi Miyagi Fang High Fighters from 1 to 5. Mr. Miyagi. 2 and 3 are tied, Johnny and Daniel. Um, Chosen. And number 5, Miguel. Master Kim had favoritism Silver since Silver learned the silver bullet from him. Yeah. What happened to all the Miyagis? Centuries of Miyagis in Okinawa, no cousins or brothers learn karate. There should be branch dojos. Yeah, just don't think about it too. As Hayden would say if Hayden were here, don't think about it too hard. like the show's just focusing on the ones we have, you know. Is it me or does Crease and Johnny's relationship remind me anyone of Papa and Eleven's? Well, yeah, you could look at it like that for sure. Or others who learned nobody opened a dojo. Well, people opened dojos in America, but they were beaten by Cobra Kai. Wonder if Gunther likes Schnitzengruben. Schnitzengruben? Don't know my German, but there you go. They both have parallels. Yeah. Kreese had more redeeming qualities than Papa. Probably true. What is even Papa trying to do? Like, he wanted to make these kids so that they can spy on the Soviet Union, I guess. Like, I mean, wasn't that like somewhat supposed to be the vague purpose of all of it? They could have these like kids to be soldiers against the Soviet Union. I guess that's was always his intention. So yeah. Uh they don't necessarily forgive creases, but let their hate towards them go in a sense. Yeah. Oh, it's made up food from Blazing Saddles. Oof. That's a deep cut, man. Kreese took accountability in the end. That's true. Papa died before he could. They need a Cobra Kai movie. Well, it would be better than that Karate Kid movie. I think we can all agree with that. Boy, that movie was unfortunate. Cobra Kai movie. Bring back Mike Barnes. That would be dope. Dope, people. It would be dope. Okay, obvious. She dude 7668 comes with one of the most interesting comments here we've had. Wonder if fiber is a part of Wolf's meal plan for Axel, or if he teaches him that constipation makes him stronger. Here's the thing: constipation doesn't make you stronger, guys. Like it just clogs you up. It weighs you down. It slows you. Like, so obviously fiber is going to be part of the meal plan. Like, that's very important. because you don't want the concept. You want the opposite. You want it all gone. You want the pipes clean, empty. No backup in the plumbing. You just so yeah, he ate two steaks, but he also ate a salad. He also ate his veggies. He got the fiber. Mike Barnes needs to come back. Yeah. That Karate Kid movie, the story itself would have made a good original story. The student training the sensei is nice. Parallel, cut the Han shit and make it a standalone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how the movie started. Someone just wrote that, and then they said, let's call it Karate Kid. And then they're like, well, we might as well bring in Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. And there you go. Imagine if Cobra Kai had a 6'7" joke. No, Cobra Kai ended before that became a thing. So thank God. Yeah. In the Miyagi verse. Cobra Kai ended was 6'7" was the thing. Yeah. Yeah. T-Flex Champ is cringing hard at the fiber comment. With nutrition, all I'll say is following word protein, 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 protein. Prioritize protein without limiting carbs and fats. And the two will follow suit. Yeah, protein. Thank you, John, for coming on in. Good to see you at the watch party. Thank you. Wonder why Daniel's kept the secret of not telling Mr. Miyagi and Lucille about him joining Cobra Kai 3. He's not proud of it. It was a bad experience for him. He overcame it though. My favorite watch party quote of all time. I don't understand this 6'7". When I was a kid, we were at least smart and said 6'9". It's true. It's true, guys. It's true. I mean, why 6'7"? It goes 69. At least it meant something. If you only eat protein, you get diminishing returns. Your body can only process so much until you just inevitably shit it out and it does nothing. I think some of that has been disproven. Well, like they were talking about how much you eat at once. Like if you eat more than like 30 grams in like one meal or something. But I think some of that was disproven. Like you can eat like you may have a meal that's like 50 grams or something. I mean, yeah, up to a pound of body weight for strength gaining anyway. If you're building muscle, get your protein. Get your protein. Check out T-Flex Champs store. Find them on Instagram or TikTok. He'll help you out, guys. The supplements you need. All right, guys. What do we got? It's been nice to be back Monday. See some of you I haven't seen in a while. Very nice contributions from many of you. The bottom is sitting doesn't matter, but if you weigh 120, it's not doing you much. Well, that's true, but if you weigh 120, that basically means like you're a moderate size or average girl. Like eating 250 is insane. I mean, but like if you're like, even if you're like a somewhat scrawny guy, like at 160 or something, 170, you can do basically how much. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I'm said, like anyone who weighs a 120s, I mean, unless it's like a young growing kid, adolescent, but it's like, but if we're talking adults, it's probably a girl. Like, and they're not going to be eating 250 in protein. Melissa's here, Bonsai. Sorry you're late. That's okay. Although we were actually about to wrap up. um, but glad you could come here, Melissa. Thank you all for coming on in. It means a lot. I gotta I have video ideas. Not necessarily about Cobra Kai, but I gotta get them out. I feel like every day I got so much to do, and then I sit down and I'm like, um, I haven't seen all of the deleted scenes yet. But I mean, what I saw is good. Although, and it's come up on this stream already, and I think ultimately a lot of stuff had to be cut for time. That the show was just running long. They had a lot of good stuff, but the show's just running long, so they got to lose stuff. Which is unfortunate, but at least we have these deleted scenes. They made for a really good DVD. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. I have to cook dinner. Like to see what. Uh, but I'm really thankful for everyone who came in and for continually supporting the channel. Really helps me out. So, um, yeah, Peter, great hearing you. Um, so we'll see you guys around. Take care. I will see you at the next watch party. Boom, boom, boom. Love. All right, take care.